homies, and welcome back to my channel. So today I teamed up with Nadula hair from Amazon. They sent me their Remy Virgin Jerry Curl free part closure. It is a natural color and it's 10 inches, and it just came in this box along with the hair bundles, which are their Brazilian Virgin Curly 3-bundle deal, which is Remy human hair, and it's 10, 12, and 14 inches. It was only $74, which is super affordable. It was $74 for the bundles and $34 for the closures. So it was only a little over $100 if you guys are using your own coins, and that's about how much I spend for my own hair. So just letting you guys know, it's definitely a steal for the quality. So it just came in these boxes, and these are the bundles, the 10, 12, and 14. They all look super silky and bouncy. They didn't come with a smell. I love the curls, so I didn't even have to wash them and try to make them work like I have to do with other curly hairs. I thought that these curls were beautiful the way that they were, and that is just the 10-inch bundle, and this is the 14-inch bundles. So I think that the bundles are very true to length. They might even be a little longer than what they were shown. I was very surprised. So to get started on this wig, you just plop a plastic bag over your foam head because you don't want to damage your foam head since you're using hot glue, and then you just pop on your wig cap that you're using. Make sure your wig cap fits to your head perfectly before you use it, because you don't want to have to go back in and sew elastic bands down, or if you want to, you can do that anyways. So now what I'm doing is I'm just aligning the closure to the front of the wig cap, and I'm making sure that it's really snug and tight so that my frontal can be laid. Like, I need slave closures all 2018. No more going out here embarrassing myself and looking crazy. And because I'm cheap and broke, I just use some thumbtacks instead of wig clips, because I don't have wig clips. I'm not a professional wig maker. This is my first time making a wig. I wanted to just try it out with this hair, and it came out so beautiful. So I hope you guys keep watching. So just make sure that every side is snug. And then the way that I'm sewing down the closure is I'm just tight sewing. I'm keeping it really neat and keeping the threads really close together, as you guys can see. And once I pass through the needle once, I go back and I'm just making sure to get some cap and to get some of the lace closure. And then I twirl the thread around the needle 3 times to make a nice knot so that I'm sure that my closure is tight and secure and that it won't get loose, because I hate when my closures get loose. Like, it's inevitable, especially when you have a sew-in, but with a wig, if you make it tight from the get-go, then it should stay tight for a really long time. So you're just going to complete this all the way around, and make sure that you do this side and then the back and then the other side, because you don't want to have a situation where you do the 2 sides and then the back is lumpy and won't fall down properly and lay flat. So this is me just sewing up the closure. And you want to make sure that you take your time with this, guys. You don't want to rush this part. This is the only bit of sewing that you have to do. So now moving on to the hot glue gun part. All you need is a hot glue gun, and I used about 2 sticks of glue, but this is a bigger hot glue gun. It's not a mini glue gun. With a mini glue gun, you would probably need more sticks. So all I'm doing is measuring the weft around the hair. I'm using the longest lengths, and then I'm going to go to the shortest length at the top. And you just want to be careful when you're cutting off the weft, because you don't want the hair to shed too much. But the good thing about using hot glue is the hot glue is a natural seal for the wefts. So even if you do kind of mess up and make it shaggy, the hot glue will seal the wefts. So when hot gluing your wig, you want to just take a little glue at a time, and then you want to pull down the track on top of the glue. You don't want to put too much glue, because then it can get really messy. So just put a nice thin line and then pop your track on top of it. And you want to make sure that your wefts are really close to your frontal. That way there are no gaps and you can't see anything. You don't want the wind to blow and then you see tracks, because you left a gap between your tracks and your closure. So I'm just going to repeat these steps. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue, and then I'm going to put the wefts on top of the hot glue and hold it down for 10 seconds. And I'm just going to do this in a U shape all around the head. so you guys can just watch and get a feel for it. I'm telling you guys, it's super easy. I had no experience and I did this. I did it super quick. It only took about an hour to complete the whole thing, and I'm pretty sure I could have done it quicker. I was just doing it super carefully since it was my first time. So I'm just going to speed it up for you guys so you guys can see the process over and over again. And just remember, a little bit of hot glue, press the weft down, hold it down for 10 seconds, then continue on with more of the strip. And do this all the way until your track is flush against the weft of your closure. But you don't want them to overlap and look lumpy. You just want it to reach and meet the closure and not make a gap. So for me, I wanted my wig to be really full, so I kept going in a U-part pattern all around the wig. But I suggest that when you get to the top of the wig and it starts getting tinier, you start going in a horizontal pattern, because doing the U-part kind of left a deep section that you guys will see that I had to go back and cover up later that day. I didn't even realize that when the wind blows you might be able to see the track. So just laying the tracks going down and meeting the closure help, because the wefts are covering each other nicely. So that is one mistake that I did make, and I'm telling you guys so you don't make it too. And you just want to make sure that you're keeping your tracks nice and close together while they're at the top, so that your wig doesn't look bulky. No bulky wigs out here. We don't want that. So this is what I mean by I had that long line there and I had to go back and cover that line up. So just to avoid that, go in a horizontal shape as you get to the tippy top right before. So this is how the wig turned out, and these curls are so beautiful. I love them so much. This hair is such great quality. Like, I can tell by just feeling the hair. I didn't get any shedding from making this wig and from running my hands through the wig. It's a beautiful hair, and I didn't customize the hair yet in this clip, but I went back and customized the hair, so you guys will see that in the next clip. So this is what the hair looks like when I just made it a side part wig, and I think it's so pretty. I laid out some baby hairs and I just made the part look nice and realistic, and then I also put some concealer on it because I do not bleach my closures. That's a lot of work and I don't be trying to do that much work. So this is the end result. I hope you guys liked it and I hope you learned something. from watching this video. See you next time, Glammies, and the next video will not be a hair video, I promise. Love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe down below.